I'ma pull up flexing on these bitches like aerobics. Mama tell you, girl, you cute, but ballin' that shit gorgeous.
Alright, we're going into drafting game 1. Let's go! Done one are back! It is the greatest AD carry of all time versus the return of the fountain laser to the LCK. Deft versus Teddy. Now, if Deft gets Lucian, Sandbox are griefing. The other thing is, will Showmaker bring... There's the Lucian ban. Will Showmaker bring out the mid-Jin? This is something he's been playing a lot in solo queue. And he's been playing it as a kind of like a Jace to enable AP junglers, like the Lilia, like the Karthus, the Evelynn. So I want to see if he brings out the mid-Jin. They could even pick Jin early and flex it. Really interesting.
But it also means that now they get to say, all right, which one are you going to ban? Are you going to leave both open? It's going to be the Zeri gets banned away, and now Vi, a strong option here for Canyon. They also have the
Yuumi on 1 again. Gragas is open here. Milio is also open. We might see something like oh, they're going Milio. Okay.
Looking a little bit more of an option here for D+.
And I think that you and I together have cast 3 Milio losses.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going Annie on 1.
So DK, they're going to bear that in mind. They're like, oh, Atlas and Wolf on the casting desk, better not pick Milio because he has not been winning.
Annie on 1.
Going to be locked in, and Annie
Discord server is very good. Thank you.
So
I'm glad you think so.
What is going to be the response to the mid lane first?
Oh, Aphelios into Annie. Okay, Aphelios Vi. This is pretty easy to draft into now. I think you just go. Oh, you could go like Senna Tom Kench. That would really obliterate them. You can also go Ezreal Tom Kench, or they can go. I don't know if I like Milio into Vi that much. They could just go Ez Yuumi again, like we saw in game 1 of the KT series. They can also you can also go Xayah here. Actually, you know you're not going to get outranged because it's Aphelios.
Gonna save the AD carry pick actually and push the Scion up to 3rd.
Interesting. So this means
really high prio on the Scion. I wonder whether they're trying to... Ooh, picking Yuumi? Okay, so it does enable the Aphelios a lot more, but it guarantees that they won't have prio in lane. Maybe they could... the Scion dive is like a red side thing, right? They're not gonna blue side Scion dive.
The Scion was on the side of the Aphelios Yuumi last time around, and so now look to see whether that jinx.
Yeah, I think Aphelios Vi is a really, really bad R1 R2. It's very counterable by range and then tools that can start. You know what they could have done on B2, B3? They could have just Caitlyn Morgana'd it, and they would have been absolutely destroyed. Caitlyn Morgana B2, B3. Oh my god, they would have been screwed.
What can closer use to try to get ahead? Xayah taken away first here before.
I said you could go Xayah. Xayah is a good AD carry. Also, I like Sivir here for Deft. I think Deft Sivir would be really, really good.
Yeah, and I think maybe Liv Sandbox are thinking.
But I don't know whether they'll actually go for it.
Because Vi isn't as much of an issue into it.
On 4, I think Cassante Flex is probably the best pick.
Get in there and lock down Deft if in fact it does come in.
Kog'Maw also a Deft
Probably just Cassante Flex. Because Gragas is gone, so... Oh, Cassante's gone as well, it's banned. Sorry, it's banned. What do you want a 4th pick, then? You could go... Yeah, into Scion. Gwen, I was about to say you could go Gwen, but Gwen just got banned, so you can't go Gwen. I think you can just go Ornn, honestly. I don't know why you would... Oh, Syndra into Annie, of course. Yeah, no, that's actually quite good. I like the Syndra into Annie. Yeah. Syndra's good.
And the Jinx is no surprise. What comes
yeah, Jinx, Caitlyn. Without Morgana, really? Caitlyn, Varus. Oh, the Varus is really vulnerable to the Vi, but Draven? Nah, Def, you're a psychopath. Oh, they're gonna destroy bot lane, but they're really gonna need a jungler that can cover this bot lane. They're gonna need like a... honestly, the Volibear from before would be fine. Just they need something early to escort this Drake. I don't know if that's the play.
Showmaker's Annie, and
Oh, they really need to cover this Draven.
you think, okay, well, it's very early.
I mean, I like the Draven, I just think it needs some support.
Draven can be a menace later on.
Oh, do it, Bertle. Don't be scared. Just gobble up the Scion.
Oh man, if they lock this in, I mean, it is powerful in the lane, it is powerful for team fights, but this composition couldn't be more disjointed of what it's trying to do. I mean, look, you have a lot of CC here. Vi goes in, Cho'Gath follows up. You have
Cho'Gath?
Syndra follow up and blow somebody up. The Scion
It's okay, actually. Cho'Gath's pretty good.
The later part of the fight is you're dealing with all sorts of threats here, not to
Ooh,
mention all of
that bot lane, right, in isolation, that bot lane is going to get brutalized by Draven. Draven Melio. But the Vi into Cho'Gath into Syndra, like, the Draven's quite vulnerable. He has almost no peel.
It's a very creative way to approach this for Live Sandbox. I think it was a stronger team. I would trust.
This is going to be really interesting. And this entire game is going to be about bot lane. Like, top is Scion into Cho'Gath. No one cares. But bot lane, this is a deft game. The greatest ADC of all time. I think if they get to late, Sandbox are in pretty good shape. Like a Vial onto Draven, followed up by a Cho'Gath knock up a Syndra combo. Like, this guy's just gonna die. And also the Tibbers being dropped into the fight, it just gets immediately thrown out by the Syndra. If it all comes down to this bot lane. Deft trying to accelerate himself with the Cull, whereas Teddy's going for the combat stats in the Doran's Blade.
See how Showmaker is going to be able to cope with it. As Deft already just running after Teddy. Like, welcome to the bottom lane. I kind of just want to hit you with axes.
Yeah, the level 1 with the
Well, there goes the ghost on both of them.
is going to do a lot. And if he gets empowered by
I'm not sure I like that trade from Deft. I feel like
Yeah, that's the thing.
if Draven has his sums, he can play more aggressive because he can use them to get out, right?
Because, like, spinning axes, just it's basically an ability just used all the time and forever and is a basic attack.
Yeah, it's not about the right? It's a little while.
Yeah, Showmaker's going to struggle in this matchup. It's a very good matchup for the Syndra.
You know, Kellen is going to be the one who sets the ball, and Deft is going to have to spike it, right? I mean, we talked about we want to see good
But I think that the drafts overall are pretty close. It just comes down to what happens in bot lane.
Yeah. As once again,
Oh, big damage.
there is that
Good trade from Deft.
Yep, just not even, you know, normally you go W third, but when you're playing a match
Now,
like
it's we've also got kind of the opposite thing of, if you remember in the KT game, how the Ezreal was struggling while Aphelios had Calibrum, and then it became a lot easier once he ran out of Calibrum ammo. Here, it's like Aphelios can farm into the Draven while he's got Calibrum, and once his Calibrum runs out of ammo, it becomes so much harder for him to farm into the Draven. It's like the opposite.
very, very well.
Vi obviously pathing towards bot. I think it's really weird that Viego pathed into top, so he's not even going to hover this Draven. Like, he's just going to leave his Draven like, yeah, you got this. You got this, Steph. Don't worry about it. Vi's going to come gank you. You're just going to deal with it. It's fine.
not have same
Yeah, Yuumi sustain is definitely worse and more conditional now than the old Yuumi, since the passive is now the heal and the E is now a shield. Reversed. Birdall might just be dead. Nah, he's just going to use his flash. Oh, he's going to save it, actually. He hits the Q. Wave's coming into him, so he's completely fine. He can even base and not TP, but I don't think... I think he will TP. But he can hold his TP here. He's going to hold it?
I know this narrative sounds so tired at this point, but at the end of the season, it just became so...
Oh, he's holding it. That's really good. I like that Birdall held his TP, though.
So that we could plants was
If Annie could use her Tibbers, they would scale quite evenly, but because Syndra removes Tibbers from the game, the Syndra hard outscales the Annie. So one thing that I wonder about is whether Annie should build like full burst when she plays it, like Luden's Shadow Flame, because playing for the Tibbers burn is not going to be reliable, because Syndra's just going to throw Tibbers away. So perhaps she should pivot into like Luden's Shadow Flame, this sort of burst pattern where she's just looking to like flash onto the Aphelios and delete him, and then that's her team fight contribution essentially. Now, one thing that I really like about Deft Draven, this is something that happened at Worlds a lot in his most recent World Championship that he won. Deft is so patient on Draven. He's very, very willing to stack up 300, 400, 500 stacks and then just ult someone in a pivotal team fight, one-shot them with the execute, and cash in 1 billion gold. Like, Deft is really, really willing to do that on Draven. He's just happy. Whereas I feel like a lot of Dravens, and also junglers playing around with Draven, they're really anxious to get Draven that early kill. And Deft's just like, no, I'll just farm it up, and then, you know, in an objective fight, I'll just one-shot someone with my ult execute. I really like that about Deft Draven. Deft, I would assume Deft is going to sit on the... Oh my god, that damage with the serrated Dirk. Yeah, I would assume he's just going to sit on the serrated Dirk. And by... Oh wait, no, it's the really, really OP Ghostblade patch, isn't it? I think Deft might go Ghostblade, actually. This is pre-nerf Ghostblade. Oh, Hick! Oh my god, Deft! Holy sh... Deft just traded his Flash and Ghost for all 4 summoners. I don't think Kellen even needed to use heal there. They used all the summoners. I haven't seen much Draven, so I don't know what is best on him. Obviously, IE is a great item on Draven, like he crits really hard. So something like I mean, the Dirk early, as we've seen in this lane, gives him a ton of... Oh, he's going Essence Reaver. Okay, it's back to Essence Reaver. So it's going to be Essence Reaver, Ghostblade, and then more crit, like Essence Reaver, Ghostblade, Lord Dom, maybe? Essence Reaver, Ghostblade, Collector? I guess it makes sense going back to the Essence Reaver build, since you're going to have so much AD. They've brought 5 people to Herald again. Oh, Deft cashes in. Oh my god, Deft's gonna get a pentakill. Deft's gonna get a pentakill. Oh my god. Oh, Deft is on the line. Oh, Deft is so online. Let's fucking go, dumb one. But I'm like Dom one is like my OMG. If you watch I Will Dominate, where he's just obsessed with OMG. Mine's Dom one. Okay, 2 plates over to Teddy. Deft running back into bot lane. Drake is up in 2 minutes. So Teddy, Kyle are probably going to swap back now after they hit this plate. Boom. Oh, he doesn't get it. He didn't get it. The plate's on 1 HP. He's on 1 HP.
So only 1 plate going over.
Oh, it's the new build. Yeah, I've seen this actually. He's playing Triforce. Yeah, this is the new Draven build. Okay, he's on a massive power spike now. He's on the Triforce. Here comes Deft. Give it to Deft. Oh my god, look at the damage. Boom, boom. Oh, Canyon. Canyon, you kill-stealing bastard. Yeah, you might be the greatest jungler of all time, right? But Deft's the greatest AD of all time. Okay? And he's playing Draven. You're not playing with Doc Dam anymore, okay? You don't need to take all the kills. Just give them to Deft. He's going to carry you. Come on, guy. Come on. Yeah, you're not playing with Ghost anymore, right? You don't weak side your ADC forever and take all his resources. Okay, this is Deft. He is that guy. What happened to Viper? Okay, Viper is... I think Viper is currently the best ADC in the world, but Deft is the greatest AD carry of all time. It's like how I think Chovy or Knight is the best mid in the world, but Faker is the best of all time. I think he's so far ahead that he doesn't even need Lord Dom's 3rd. He can go BT 3rd and Lord Dom's 4th. Do you think any of the Western players come close to being the best of all time or at a specific time? I think Perks was probably the 2nd best bot laner in the world in 2019. I think... Mickey was pretty close as well. The only ones really are from 2019 G2. Who's number one in 2019? I think it was Teddy.
Slow burn type game where we're getting to the scaling aspect, but the Draven that
Who happens to be playing in this game? Yeah, I think G2's bot lane were the best bot lane in the world. SKT's bot lane were not, but that was because support was such a massive issue for SKT. But Teddy is just half of the bot. Teddy was so fucking good that year. Okay, Damwon have kind of slowed down a bit. I mean, they've got a massive gold lead. Ideally, they want to crack open this mid tower and get this next dragon. That'll put them on soul point, and that'll really put the pressure on Sandbox. And I don't think there's any way Sandbox can fight this dragon, to be honest. Like, Deft is too strong. I think Perks was better due to champ pool. I don't know. I think Teddy's champ pool was also really good. Like, Teddy was the only other ADC at Worlds who was playing Yasuo, and he had a really insane Yasuo. I think they have to give this Drake Lift Sandbox. I don't think they can possibly fight it. Deft is too big. He is going BT third, right? That's what the BF sword's for, which is what I thought he would go, and then LDR fourth.
On the cards here as well, and I mean, as Live Sandbox here, you're like, okay, Willer has to engage, then we have to have the follow-up from Closer. He just used it, by the way, so not gonna have that for a few more seconds. Then Birdall needs to feast on...
Oh, and he went Rocket Belt. It's like I was saying, the Leandry's thing loses so much value when she's playing against Syndra, so she's just going for this burst playstyle with the Rocket Belt. I really like that from Showmaker. Yeah, there's no way for Sandbox to even like, if any of them walk close to death, he'll two-shot them. Well, he got some nice poke on Canna. Oh my god, he's chunking the ever-living shit out of Birdall. This guy has a Sunfire cape and a tabbies. Imagine what he does to your backline. Oh, Deft. Praise Lord Deft. In Deft we trust. But summer Damwon, every year. They're always alright in spring, and then summer, they're just like, nah, now we're on. Now we win. Even Canna went for Righteous Glory, like, instead of the Jack Show that you normally see. Like, this guy is literally like, I am going to do everything in my power to keep Deft alive. They're fully playing around Deft this game. I love it.
The turret is like their last bastion of hope to try to survive and buy more time in this game.
Yeah, to have any access to the rest of the map, but Shirley is going to put a big old dent in it. Thankfully,
yeah, I agree with the casters on that. If someone crack open this mid tier one and they can start aggressively getting into the enemy jungle like KT were doing in the previous game that we watched, start denying all the vision and setting up on Baron, and then also the Infernal Soul, it's going to be so hard for Sandbox to do anything. But I don't know how much longer they can hold on to that mid-T one. Like, it's so low now after the Herald charge. I think Deft kills it in like 3 autos. Because he's got the Triforce proc on it as well. He's going to chunk it. I heard Foz is the Syndra guy, right? Foz plays a lot of Syndra. I heard Foz say something that makes a lot of sense. The Draven's going to have BT. There's a Melio. And there's a Viego, and all these guys heal. So even though Leandry's burn will do a lot of damage to Sion, it's probably more worth it to just go Ludens and try and one-shot Draven, because they're just going to heal through your burn anyway. The only contention is whether the 12% increased damage from... I can't remember whether it's Agony or Torment, one of the passives. The one that's basically Lord Dom or Cut Down passive on Leandry, whether that gives you enough damage against Sion to make you a threat. I don't think it really does, so... there's the BT on Draven. Oh, this guy is huge. They're literally just going to start the Baron in their face. I think this is a way you can lose the game. So you have to turn here. You don't finish back. Ooh, they caught Willa, though. It's kind of hard for Willa to get in now. Yeah, you don't want to complete it, you want to turn. If they smite away a Baron, it's like... this game looks really unwinnable for Sandbox. But if they manage to smite steal a Baron, they can, you know, they can win out of nowhere. Stopwatch. That is a nice purchase from Deft. Stopwatch into the Dragon Soul, purchased on 3 members of Damwon. I think Showmaker and Deft bought it at the same time. They based together and they both bought Stopwatch, and now they're walking to Drake's Soul. It's really nice.
But,
Really
right
nice.
now, Canyon Showmaker definitely
Morello on...
way to check what time it is as well.
Okay, Morello on Annie. I'm assuming...
They're not pocket watches, but they probably
No, it costs the same as Shadow Flame, right?
look at this alt tab.
So he's just buying it because of Yumi? I don't think that's worth it.
Yeah.
Time is, that's what it
20
says.
seconds
If
until this Infernal
if there's
Soul
some way that it was the
like no hope in unless
best-
it's a really good engage, but
I didn't see what he had before in his inventory, but if it was the only full item spike he could get before this Drake Soul, then it's fine. Then it's perfectly reasonable. But if he could have got something else,
Spots him out, keeping their eye on
he should have got something else. I don't think Morello
Scatter is gonna
offers
connect
enough.
as Kellen tanks a heck of a lot of damage onto that one. Canyon still lying in wait though. And it looks like D+ here will be alright. Still some opportunities, decent little
Straight onto Canyon. Can he... Oh, stopwatch!
He breaks his stopwatch.
He can ult onto Willer, yep.
Now just trying to get into position. Willer is just
Deft is just unleashed. No one's touching him. Oh, he's been hit. There's the Milio ult. Boom, boom. Oh my god, 2 autos and Closer has to Zhonya's.
Teddy takes a lot of damage from
Oh, Deft is just doing so much damage in this fight.
and Liv Sandbox just thrown towards their turret, the Infernal Soul.
And that's the Infernal Soul. That should be GG.
a further set of damage here for this 3-item Draven.
I think Deft can actually go Rapid Fire Cannon 4th now.
Canyon Showmaker and Deft
Because of the Infernal Soul and the Milio.
fairly vulnerable as a non-tank Viego, which
And
is sitting here, is moving
if
forward, and when they
he-
press the trigger or pull the trigger to try to kill him, he has a
If he
stopwatch.
does that,
Showmaker,
with the Milio range and the Rapid Fire range, he can just throw an axe from across the screen at someone, proc Infernal Soul, and probably do like half of their health.
engage, and you only get one engage. So
How do you manage to apply the things you learn by watching a match to your own game? You start seeing patterns in the game that keep happening, like how they're setting up vision around this Baron, the fact that they're pushing in mid-wave before they go to it, the way that they set up on the Dragon, the way that, look, Showmaker, who's the one with the main CC, he's not going to hit the Baron, he's going to go and try and zone here. They're not going to finish this Baron, they're going to get it to a certain amount of health and then look to turn so they can't smite steal it. These are all like patterns, and you just want to think while you're playing. Oh my god, the Scion ult into the Annie ult. Oh, Deft's going to kill everyone. Oh, Deft. He's going. They just go back to Baron here, I think. Just straight back onto Baron. Now, Willer is alive, but I don't think he can do anything.
Teddy is hoping go to,
Oh my god, that one are obliterating
that
them.
50 gold from Tibbers for the 50 gold he needs from the Nexus. This one is all over, but the Cryon with the Baron buff now picked up a little bit, I guess.
Now, that one now with Baron buff are just going to crack open all the turrets.
At this point for Liv Sandbox.
Yeah, it's back to the drawing board, I think, for the cool kids this time around. 8,000.
Do they need Elder? I think this game is probably got... He did it! Deft got the Rapid Fire Cannon with the Infernal Soul. Oh, Deft. What a guy. My guy.
Can do to try and claw back into it outside of D+ Kia making a huge mistake, right?
Yeah.
Alright, let's see if Deft does the Milio plus Rapid Fire Cannon axe throw from a... There it is! Boom! Oh my god, he did half his health through a Yubi shield. This is exactly what I was talking about. Oh, it looks so good.
But I think that 50 gold almost belongs to the coffers
Oh,
of D+.
Closer has no Zhonya's, right? He used it in the fight.
Being hit by
Yeah,
a
he's dead.
Marine that's dressed as a lumberjack feels real bad.
It does not feel good. And
Rapid Fire.
Closer is now out
Rapid
of the
Fire.
game here.
Oh, Willow's going for the Q flash, but he does no damage.
Yeah, no
And he's just 3-shot by Deft.
doesn't care either. As cease and desist comes down and the Vine just explodes. The turret is going to follow suit here as Teddy
Boom.
and Bertle not really
Alright,
sure what
his
this
Rapid Fire is going to stack up, and then he's going to get Kellen to press W on him, and then he's going to auto-attack Deft.
But I think that is not going to be the case. Very
Not auto-attack Deft, he is Deft. He's going to auto-attack Teddy.
bearing down on them in D+.
I don't think they need Infernal anymore, guys. I think they've won.
Canyon dives forward. Bertle
Willer tried to get a flippy engage onto Deft, failed, died, game over. Oh my god! Oh, Deft! Deft, bro, it's just a game!
Cares not found Wolf as inhibitors also. Season, not even close. It's a best of 3, and if these cool kids do indeed never panic, then they can come back.
Well, that
and they can turn
was certainly one of the games of League of Legends of all time.
Energy as well from the Deft versus Faker.
Game 2. Let's see if we can get a quick 2-0 from the down one. Or the D+ Kia, but they are down one. We've got Liv Sandbox on blue this time.
Continuing to lead as the coach here is moving to summer.
So what do you do now? Because I don't think you can give Death to Draven or Lucian. I think he will demolish you on both.
Not entirely sure, Wolf. Not entirely sure. He's telling him, I think, probably Emilio needs a look. I'm like, nah, I don't think that was
Like, no, Emilio is just broken. Don't worry, we'll get the next one. Well, we'll see whether they can. Blue side has been 100% win rate here today thus far. And
Aniban
is going to be banned away. So Live Sandbox agreeing with the analysts.
Oh, the Showmaker bit. Is it time for the mid-Jin?
Of course, this Annie has been a problem. And honestly, it's
Nico
been a
gone.
problem all day. All day, yeah. BDD having a fantastic performance on the pick in both of the games that KT won, and now Showmaker picking one up as well. So Nico remaining on the ban list, and we've got
Yumi gone.
Girl banned away here on the Live Sandbox side. And, Nico
So I'm looking at Milio, Gragas, Cassante.
Nico, Emilio, Zeri could just come out here by DK. Just
All of these are
avoid,
open.
Theoretically OP picks, and that's what they're going
Milio is no longer open.
I
Fake
think
news.
if you're D+, you're not that worried about a first pick Cassante very much.
Are LSB signaling anything for their B1? They're banning Yumi. I don't think that signals anything in particular. Probably signals that they don't want Zeri themselves.
So I do agree that I think that is likely going to be the one. They actually banned Cassante here, so this makes the choice.
So Gragas is the only
And maybe they're fishing for Willer
Turbo Disco B1 that I think is left. I think Gragas is like the
maybe
one.
it's like, do you ban Lucian instead, and then take a Zeri if they take a Vi, and otherwise, if they first pick Zeri, then you've got Vi to immediately answer it. The
Ahri
is
ban?
going to be the choice.
So similar idea.
Yeah, but that's the theory, right? You throw away one of these bans, and then go for a better choice, and then
Jace on one?
Closer or Birtle, of course, very flexible on Live Sandbox, just because Closer was so good at it last season. Birtle, of course, has been known for his Jace. But this
Ooh,
week,
Showmaker might go Aurelion Sol into this.
all of the things that
It's a really good lane, and Showmaker likes Aurelion Sol.
Very easy to go.
Vi.
a Zeri.
Okay, Vi when Jace is B1 is a lot better than Vi when like Cassante is B1 or Gragas is B1, you know? Oh, wait, they didn't ban Death Lucian. Oh, no. Oh, it's gonna be... Oh. Oh, wait, Oh, you have Jace, so it's so hard to pick Silas now as well. I guess you could Silas jungle it, but that seems flippy. Oh, the Jace kind of denies the Silas answer into Maokai. Are they gonna take Nami? Wait, why would you break your own flex and go Jax into Lucian Maokai? Jax doesn't even make any sense. Why would you blind Jax? What?
Especially with D+ Gear not locking in anything for their solo lanes just yet.
This makes no sense.
2013 and it's Mount.
I would imagine they're just going to take Nami now, so that it doesn't get banned out in second rotation.
I mean, we saw D+ do a very similar
Yep.
move in the previous draft, but filling your soul lanes
So they know they can guarantee it's
the AD carry
Jace mid.
ensure
And with Jace mid with Sedge, Sedge does make it a little harder to play ASOL. She's got quite good, like when she turns 6, she's got quite good ganks on him. But I still think ASOL's playable here. You have a really low econ jungler as well, so you don't need mid prio as much as if you have something like a Viego. Viego wants mid prio a lot more than Maokai does. So and they already have a lot of physical damage from the Lucian. So I think ASOL could be on the table, could be on the cards. They're probably going to pick top on 4. LSB should ban Gragas for sure. Like, Gragas is insane into Jax. We might see the Kana Kennen into Jax. So maybe they ban Kennen and Gragas. There's the Gragas ban. Okay. You probably don't... I think you should ban Lulu on Dom 1. Lulu tends to be one of the best supports at dealing with Lucian Nami. So I think a Lulu ban wouldn't be bad. Like Aphelios Lulu, but yeah, there you go. There's the Lulu ban. I really like that. These bans are good. Are they going to ban Kennen now on Live Sandbox?
I actually really kind of like targeting the supports here. Lulu especially takes a lot of power away from, like you say, even the Zeri.
Because if they don't ban Kennen, I think Dom 1 should Kennen on 4 for a really good matchup into the Jax. Is there any Jax matchup that I'm forgetting? They could also be happy to just go on in top lane and just be like, yeah, we're just going on. It's fine.
Plus Kia's side here, so if you're only getting half
There's nothing wrong with that.
for some of these late game scaling carries, it can be disastrous in the laning phase.
Oh, Poppy! I forgot about Poppy. Yeah, Poppy top's really good now, isn't it?
Making its way back to top lane right now in this match.
Yeah, I like the Poppy top. It's really good into Jace, Sejuani, and Jax, actually.
The final pick, a bit of a mystery,
And then
as if we're going
Varus.
and you want to go rage play,
Varus also really weak to ASOL.
I just don't advise it. I don't know if this is the right
I don't think mid Jin's gonna come out with a Maokai jungle. That's probably not.
We'll see what Kyle is going to bring down.
Probably not the play.
No, Varus Heimerdinger.
I'm not going back in time. Hey,
Varus
honestly, like,
Nautilus.
I think Envy's best
So
champion was lethality Varus. So Live Sandbox pretty used to playing around that.
I'm just like, is this bull? Is it bull from Challengers? Is
Oh, no.
Bull? Like,
your Talia is really good here.
we are going to see the Varus come through here.
Talia mid,
Nautilus.
really strong.
And this is where things can get a little bit weird. I mean, not the Caitlyn pick, but how this bottom lane can go. Any scaling pick here for D+ is really good.
No way.
You just need to survive the laning phase and survive the...
No way. I called it!
Fits the bill.
As soon as I saw Jace, I was like, he could go Aurelion Sol. It's Aurelion Sol! The mad lad actually did it. It's a really good Aurelion Sol game. He has Maokai jungle, he's playing against Jace. Yeah, it's good. It's really good. Oh, I love this Damwon draft. I think Damwon win. They have 3 winning lanes and Maokai. Yeah, good luck. Sandbox. Also, who tanks Maokai ult here? I guess Sedge? And then they all try and walk through the gap that Sedge makes?
Yeah, Poppy's steadfast presence has.
You'd argue Damwon Kia is winning scaling? Damwon are for sure winning scaling. They have Aurelion Sol, my dude. That champ is disgusting. Now let's see if Showmaker knows about Ludens on Aurelion Sol.
That might be something they can try to go.
Luden's ASOL is disgusting.
Tank Maokai, just build tank Maokai, deal with all that lethality damage coming through from the Jace.
The reason Luden's ASOL is disgusting is that a lot of ASOL's damage comes from his base damage that scales with his Stardust. And the only thing in the game that can increase that base damage is Horizon Focus and Magic Pen. So when I play ASOL, I'm normally doing something like Luden's Rylai's Horizon Focus. That it does so much damage. Why is ASOL good into Jace? Watch the lane phase. There's not a lot Jace can do. Comment on ASOL, good. It's on hit Varus to try and kill the Maokai Poppy. Yep, starting Q. This is one of the few matchups that you actually start Q on ASOL. Because you can just perma poke him with the Q. Grasp Jax, that lowers the scaling for Sandbox even more. It gives him more power in lane, but like obviously Lethal Tempo scales a lot better, as does Conqueror.
Very similarly to game 1, you've made some really bold choices. You know, you have decided that this is
the main thing Showmaker needs to worry about is
as well last game.
I think Deft Kellen should be smashing lane, but if ever they're not, or they're on a back timer, he needs to be very careful about Nautilus. Ooh, this could be a nasty cheese. This could be a nasty cheese. Let's see if they respect it. Because if they get cheesed here, they lose a lot of their pressure in lane.
That is very good right now.
You don't want to lose all your HP at level 1 as Lucian Nami. They're respecting it. They're using the minions to walk into lane. Yeah, they just get E'd. It doesn't really do anything. Oh, doesn't get that off. He's looking for the mana flow stack there. He doesn't really care about 20 damage on them, but Showmaker looking for those tap Qs with the Comet. Yes! Oh, Showmaker actually... Oh, Showmaker's so good. You can just tell when someone plays Aurelion Sol. Like, having played a lot of Aurelion Sol myself, when you see someone... You can just tell... Oh, yes, freeze the wave with the E as well. Oh my god, Showmaker's so good. Oh, Showmaker's so good. I think he could have walked into that one. But holding the wave with the E there. So nice. Now he gets all these creeps. Oh, this guy. Bang, 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 bang. Oh, they're looking for the dive with Sedge. Damwon don't know. Wait, how is this happening in top lane? What the hell? Birdall's getting destroyed.
There goes the dive.
Okay, we're back. Going for it yet
Here comes the dive. Oh, this is nasty.
Target some pots, as we still have heal, we still
Good
have cleanse. Now
cleanse.
we don't have any of those options, as that is
But
gonna be
yeah,
first
this is so much better for Sandbox. Even though Sedge lives. I was going to say even if Sedge dies, it's worth because Lucian's losing this massive wave. Oh, that's nasty. Lucian's so far behind now. Okay, Birdall managed to stabilize top lane and he gets a good wave crash. Good base now.
Neither Deft nor Kellen though flash, so they still have these tools available for
Although he was worried about Canna stopping his base, so
Theoretically, the aggression can
he gets it stopped anyway.
thrown at Birdle. Quite frustrating.
That's really bad for Birdall.
There is
Oh,
a-
Deft might be fucked.
Here we go again. There's
Oh my
yet
god, he's
to be
bursting
a
in.
whole host of trouble. Will is
Oh,
gonna-
Deft!
Deft trying to trade it,
Oh,
and he does
really
manage
nice
to
trade.
get one for one. Kellen dies, does have to
It's still better for Sandbox. Like, Teddy's so accelerated now.
That's nice. At least
He can freeze.
Yeah.
Freeze, freeze, freeze.
Still here, and I think he turned
He's
this
not going to freeze. He's going to push next wave and base then.
best possible one for him, as Canyon, unfortunately, is
What's the plan here?
invisible
So he's going
in
to
this game, as
base on a wave that's pushing into the enemy. That doesn't seem...
blends into the forest quite well.
Yeah.
I feel like if he wanted to base, he could have just frozen and
At
based.
least, we talked about that flash that they were still held
Huh?
onto. Got value out
Wouldn't
of
that
it.
just be a better line than
It is Teddy.
what he did?
Massive disaster if you flash
This is looking like a Rylai rush on
not so good.
Assault, which I like. I think Rylai into Mythic is fine. He's got a tier. I don't think you actually need tier on Assault. I think it's one of those items that's kind of overrated on him.
Kyle takes a lot of damage. Nicely played there by the Lucian. As Liv Sandbox will push
But
another
it's
wave
definitely
forward.
not bad.
11 CS,
I just
probably 13 as
think
this
it's
wave is
unnecessary, and you get your if you complete it third, you get your Horizon focus later. I really like the Horizon focus spike.
Not the early lead that Deft.
There is a decent amount of health on Sandbox, so Leandri's certainly isn't bad here on Asol, but I still think that Ludens is better.
Now they have no flashes, so it's just plate gold at worst case scenario for Teddy. If
Willa is really camping the ever-living shit out of Deft here.
crashes, Canyon has to come down now.
Ooh, predicted the dodge, but Deft
hoping for
just
a
walks away.
different juke
Oh,
as
oh, the Asol ult's coming in. Boom! E! Oh, oh no! Showmaker, oh, he can kill Willa. Oh, he gets knocked out of his W. Oh my god, Showmaker's just going to carry the entire game now.
That's no more winning for
Oh,
you.
2-0 Asol, I don't think they have tools to stop him. I think he just carries.
I think Closer should be able to survive.
The wrong directions.
Does it just do so? Oh yeah, the Lucian build right now is like Storm Razor with Soak Boots, right?
Being the ranged copy that he is. 15 CS in the lead. We mentioned that this is a great matchup.
Is it Storm Razor Gale Force Rapid Fire with Soak Shoes, and then you get a collector with the Dirk that you bought early?
Behind in CS, a plate did
I
go
think
down,
it's
but
something like that.
still continuing to become stronger over time. And the question
The
is,
Soak Shoes makes the Storm Razor,
how does Deft get out of
the Lucian W,
irrelevant? Because right
and
now,
the Rapid Fire Cannon do a lot more damage.
behind, he's lost half a turret.
I don't think it applies to Nami E.
Teddy. So, yeah,
I don't think that's how that works, but I might be wrong.
Also, is it going to mean that you suddenly are
Feel free to
scaling down?
correct me if I am.
Next few fights around Herald, around Dragon, Liv Sandbox should absolutely try to push their advantage.
Yeah, so it is the Rylai rush from Showmaker. Once he's got his Rylai's, the utility from this champ is absolutely disgusting. I'd be interested if they click ASOL again, so that I can, one, see his Stardust, but also two, see what skill order he goes. Because when I play ASOL, I normally put 2 to 3 points in E and then start maxing Q. I want to see if... Oh, he's level 8, he's going to have 2 points in E anyway. So we won't really see whether he did 2 points in E early. But I really like that, it just makes the wave clear breakpoints a lot better. Oh, nice. Really good trade by Kana. I can't get a judge on Kana, man. Sometimes this guy's really insane, and then other times he's a bit like Doran in that regard. I think Kana and Doran are very similar players.
But at least top side of the map, maybe they could get a pick here onto Birdall. Not as
Bonk.
relevant though as the scaling Varus here.
I like that
Canyon's got 6. He's got
Kana isn't rushing the Sunderer this game. He doesn't need more damage, he just needs to keep his carries alive. Oh, W follows the Q. Yeah, Birdall is very dead.
As the ulti comes in, heroic charge, not even necessary really.
Kinda actually missed the flashy into the wall, but
This is what you
didn't matter.
sacrifice by focusing everything bottom lane.
Yeah. Still, I think bigger advantages here for Liv Sandbox in terms
Oh,
of what they
oh,
get
Deft.
trade-wise is definitely
Danger zone.
really far.
He's gonna W the bush. Please don't walk in.
Well, okay.
Oh, he had a pink ward.
That's fine.
Thought he was gonna face check.
Folks actually,
Thought he was gonna face check.
the terrain was
I was scared.
Yeah. Admiral positions this Varus
Good Deft here.
is
Wow. Deft.
But if exactly, man, that was very.
Kanna's just gonna keep smacking Birdall in the face. Poppy's one of those champions where if she's ever ahead of you, she's so oppressive. Because you can't ever kill her, and she's just throwing her passive at you on cooldown, and it's so annoying to play against. She's a really, really oppressive champion from ahead. Yeah, Birdall is struggling. He's having to ult to collect waves that are crashed into his turret.
And he's just like, nah, I'm just not going to let them get further. Tidal wave, great buffer there of the dredge line.
I like how Kanna's done the most damage in the game, just by throwing his shield at Birdall. I'm really interested to see what mythic Showmaker's going to go for. It's obviously not Roa, because if you go Roa, you go it first, stack it up. But Roa's the worst mythic on ASOL anyway. I don't think you should ever be going Roa. There are some games where Leandri's is better. This one, it's like, okay. But most of the time, Luden's is just broken. And like here, Luden's is just disgusting. So at 13 minutes, if he's got more than 100 Stardust, he is really happy. If he's approaching 200, he is unstoppable. He's got big ult, so there's literally no way Sandbox can contest Dragon. This Dragon just belongs to Donmon. Like, you cannot walk into ASOL when he has big ult. It's just not possible. No, he keeps cancelling his back with it. It's so annoying. It looks so frustrating. I hate playing against Poppy from behind. It's so unfun. Now, Jace with this version of Ghostblade is pretty strong, to be fair. I forgot that this patch is the one with the broken Ghostblade. I think he's going to get Rapid Fire. He might get Gale Force first, but he's going to get Rapid Fire and Sork Boots, I think. He's absolutely fine, but Jace losing his summoners, Teddy losing his heal. There's no way they're going to be able to walk into this Herald. Showmaker's still hanging on to that big ult. It's just not doable. You can't walk into the ASOL here. Get some oh, Kyle's in the entirety. Oh, Showmaker just got so much Stardust. So much Stardust. You can't fight this, Sandbox. Oh no, the ult in the choke. Oh, the ult in the choke. Oh my god. Yeah, this is why you can't walk in. Meow. Oh, the ult in the choke. Yeah, Showmaker is a little bit unleashed on this Aurelion Soul.
I really did. I don't think it would have been enough, so he thinks better of it, but this is going to be the mid turret going down.
This is what you like to see after the rough split that Showmaker had in spring. The man is back. Kanna is following Birdall around the map and throwing shields at him. He really just wants this guy to be upset. Look at how Showmaker aims this Aurelion Soul ult. So he waits until they're all in this choke, and then he drops it dead in the middle of the choke. This is exactly how you want to use the ASOL ult. Look, right here, right in the middle of that choke, covers the entire thing. No way out. Oh wait, he's gonna complete the chain vest into a Iceborne Gauntlet. He is going mythic. That's good actually. They have a lot of physical damage. Jax, Sedge, Varus, Jace. I mean, Varus and Jax do some hybrid damage. Sedge does a tiny bit of AP. He probably just completes Iceborne and then gets Abyssal Mask, and I don't think he can ever die. Unless Teddy's just unleashed autoing on him 1,000 times. But Teddy, the problem Teddy has is he can't play the game because ASOL exists.
Outside of lane, dealing with those ganks and the pressure as well, just being willing to give up his turret plates and give up a lot of his turret health just to catch waves and stack up.
Showmaker has Leandri's in... If this is a cannon wave top, he has it when he kills this wave. If it's not, he needs one more wave and then he has Leandri's. He's basing, so I'm assuming it was a cannon wave. And he's now going to buy his Leandri's. There you go. It must have been a cannon wave.
This is going to be a hard slog once again along
Now Showmaker doesn't have big ult, so I think Sandbox should honestly contest this Drake or do something. Like, now is a window for them to do something because Showmaker's not on big ult. But what's going to happen now is that Showmaker's going to farm up the big ult. He's nearly there. He's 217 Stardust at 19 minutes, which is good. It's not like insane, but that's very good. He's like, I'd say he's like on par.
Looks like he's having a lot of fun here today. So it's really, really good to know.
In pro play, it's probably above par. I would reckon you would get less on average in pro play than in solo queue. So he's probably doing above par, but for solo queue, he's like right on par. Once he stacks up this big ult, though, I think Damwon can unironically threaten Baron. It's so difficult to walk into Maokai, Nami, Poppy, Asol. They all have these just disgusting disengage ults. Like, they throw Tidal Wave at you, you've got to get around that. You've got to get around the giant ult from Asol that's putting Leandries on your entire team and Rylai's slowing them. And then there's Maokai ult flying at you, Poppy can yeet your team away. And also Asol melts Baron. I think they can genuinely just push in the waves and start Baron. And I don't think Sandbox have an answer for it. I'm not going to lie, as bad as it is, as evil as it is, as a Damwon fan, I love watching Birdall lose. Just because of how hard he griefed Damwon through all of 2022. Just let this guy lose. Especially losing to Damwon. Like, sweet, sweet justice. Okay, he went CDR boots, Def, with the... everyone goes CDR boots. I really do think that Sork Shoes is the best. Your Storm Razor, your Rapid Fire, your W, all do, and your passive, all do magic damage on Lucian. Or Showmaker has big ult. Doosh, doosh. Oh, that's Baron. That is Baron. Showmaker melts it. What? Look at the Baron's health. Can we see it? Observer. Observer. They're doing Baron. Oh, Connor. Really good zoning from Connor. Look how fast that died, by the way. 21-minute Baron, it's just dead. Oh, Teddy! Oh, Teddy played that so well. Well played, Teddy. Well played. Honestly, look at the scoreboard. It's Teddy versus the world. Showmaker is just going to carry the entire game. The thing with Athol is that there's this inevitability, and once it gets to this point, you just feel like you can't win. And I genuinely don't think you can. I don't think they can win now. I think it's literally impossible. Level 15, almost 300 stack Aurelion Sol, gonna go and buy his third item. We've got no indication of how close... Oh, they're going for the drifting ult. Oh, look at the size of the Athol E. Oh my god. He has ult, he has ult. Showmaker has ult. Boom! Yeah. GG. GG, done one. What a good day to be a Damwon fan, isn't it? What a good day to be a Damwon fan. Showmaker's taking jungle cramps to try to get big ult, and then he's going to try and use big ult to end the game. Baron's in 2 minutes. He's got 2 full minutes to stack up his big ult. If he... Oh, he has it. He got it. All he has to do is just not use this big ult until Baron. And then they get Baron, and they will win the game. Yeah, I don't think there's any way Damwon can lose. The worst thing that could happen is that somehow Showmaker ends up getting caught and has to ult. But I think even if he gets caught, he can just let himself die and not ult, so that he has his big ult for Baron. And then when they have big ult for Baron, there's no feasible way that Damwon actually lose the Baron. And then you cannot answer an Asol siege when he has Baron. He just drops his E on your team, and you have to stop defending the siege. So yeah, 130, they're just gonna chill, and then Baron, and then end. That's basically what should happen. Oh, he wasted it. Well, maybe he didn't waste it. He did kill their team, to be fair. To be fair, I think they just won the game. That was a very aggressive use of the Biggle. Showmaker just said, screw your macro, Poro. I'm going to kill them all and end the game. I thought this would be quite a good game, or quite a good series, but Damwon looked really good. They actually look really good. I'm trying not to get excited, because they look really good. Teddy, unfortunately, this game is suffering from the bug that Kraken Slayer doesn't work correctly with Rageblade. So he's going to be doing less damage than he should. I don't know whether that means that you shouldn't build Kraken. You probably still should. Maybe you should go not Kraken, Bulk. Oh, the Poppy ult hits the Sedge. Guaranteed Baron. Yeah, there's so many things. There's the Tidal Wave, there's the Nature's Grasp, there's the Skies Descend. Keep his Verdict. I know all these names because I'm good. Yeah, I mean... GG! Double TP to end the game. Nice! 2-0 from Damwon.
Yeah, I mean, it still ended up almost being a 30-minute game, but it's about as
Showmaker's loving it.
That's not the change to the sweeper that Riot told me about.
And is it going to be double POGs?
I think so. I think so.
It's such a great story for a player that has been struggling more recently than not. Someone who has been an absolute veteran of the LCK for the last few years. Showmaker having a great performance here.
This makes me really happy as a Damwon fan.
Story, although Teddy playing much better in
Really happy.
which I imagine